I'm curious to hear about your product mindset and how you look at product management, because you will have your own particular perspective on it.
Well, actually, it's a pretty simple and straightforward one. I try to see a problem, identify a problem, and try to find the best solution to accommodate or to be able to come forward and help people deal with that problem. Mainly in our industry, we have a lot of potential, and at the same time I realize that we do so little, and sometimes we get stuck into too much in our ways. Some things are very small, particular topics that are not that essential, and we tend to focus too much on small stuff instead of seeing the big picture, trying to have a vision, trying to lead the product development rather than let the small requests or small politics things lead to the product itself. So I think that's more important, to try and have a vision, stick to it, and go as far as your ambitions and your energy allows you.
And what is an achievement in your professional career that you're particularly proud of?
Well, I'm more about humans and forging a strong relationship with people I work with. Mainly this is the thing I'm most proud of. I have a very strong team that we've built together through many sacrifices. We've had our fair share of, tough moments, but lately we've been on a very good roll, a lot of things to take pride in. And not just that, we have a very good understanding, not within the team, but also with other parties involved. And it's nice to see that they find pleasure and their work and efforts are appreciated. And yeah, the general vibe is something that I normally enjoy and take pride in. And I think it's something that I really had the chance to contribute to.
And can you share one particular aha moment in your professional work?
Yeah, well, I had a lot of struggles when it came to giving feedback, for instance, and I was trying to find all kinds of excuses for things that were not going exactly right. I was always trying to justify why a person or a process or a way of working is causing us trouble, and was trying to find my way around it without trying to change things or actually saying my opinion. But at some point I learned that I cannot make any progress on my job without being honest, trying to find the right words to share my thoughts, my opinions, and at the same time try to force people or things to behave differently or to impose other ways of working. So that's something that I've learned, that it's not okay to justify things, but it's more important to be honest, be frank, and when some things are not right, just be straightforward about it.
And if you'd have a friend that would not be involved in the digital space of creating products, but they would want to start working in product management or start building products, what would be a piece of advice that you'd want to share?
Well, normally I would encourage them to not limit themselves, just let loose of their imagination, of their creative skills, because although you have some very strict things that you need to adhere to, at the same time there's a lot of space for creativity, and I think that normally this industry allows you to be yourself, to find your own way of doing things. There's a lot of liberty, and it would be a shame not to take advantage of this creative freedom.
What are some of the go-to resources for you when it comes to learning about building products?
Well, to be honest, I'm not the most conventional guy. I have not studied many books or material that are, let's say from the academic part. But at the same time, I try to think about a problem or a thing that represents, a challenge for myself, and try to extrapolate it in a universe where I'm more familiar, which is, stories, myths, legends. It's something that for me works a lot. It's been something that I've been doing since I was a child. I always used to escape a bit from reality, but not to ignore it or leave it behind me, but just to reshape it or rebrand it or, add different clothes to make it more appealing, because sometimes you have this temptation of running away from it, but it wasn't the solution. At the same time, I preferred to give it a different shape, one that is more appealing to me and one that would make me more willing to tackle these problems.
Let's talk a bit about outside of your direct work life and the products that you're working on, what is your favorite product or app that you're using in your personal life?
My favorite product or app? Wow, that's a very good question. Well, it's definitely Spotify. And best thing I like about Spotify is that it opens up an interesting universe, because you have your main artists that you normally listen to, but at some point you get fed up and you want something new. And I really enjoy when I'm surprised and I find new playlists, because they have a very good algorithm of recommending based on your preferences, things that you might also like. So I'm a big fan of Spotify, because it opens a lot of new possibilities, and had the chance to, I don't know, become familiar with new artists or maybe new types of music. So I'm grateful for Spotify.
Okay. And to conclude, what is a message that you want to share with the product community in Timișoara and in Romania in general?
I think that the most important thing is that we need to be more aware of each other, to, I don't know, have a more unified presence, if you ask me, because we all do lots of great stuff. We all have lots of challenges in our daily jobs. At the same time, I think exchanging expertise, views, would help us a lot to overcome all the things that, I don't know, stress us on a daily basis. At the same time, I think that once people start sharing ideas, they have this power to inspire themselves, and a lot of things can be easily solved just by having a simple, straightforward communication. You can find a lot of, I don't know, wisdom in very simple sources, like the conference that we've just witnessed.